Alright, so, last time on Waterderp, uh,
Shaker got blown up.
yeah, I'm getting to that. You all went and decided to investigate the Sea Maiden's Fair, as that was where you had tracked the missing Nimblewright to. Well, it was where you were finding a Nimblewright signal on multiple ships using your detector. So you hatched a plan to get inside and a couple things happened. Ace made a distraction. I went and talked to one of the captains and attempted to schedule some sort of meeting with the commander of the fleet. Thalos,
he
infiltrated the Hellraiser, had an altercation with a couple of gunslingers in the hold, at which point he panic activated his ethereal instability ability, rolled a nat 100, got inside the smoke powder the containment, and yeah, he blew it up like a maniac.
Oh, blow it up! Pirate dude comes back, gets on knees. You maniac! You blew it up! You to hell!
And it was a massive explosion that caused some windows to shatter in the dock ward itself. You basically made your way back to the bar after Thalos revealed himself.
Revealed himself and immediately got knocked out.
Yep.
Which was the funny part.
Yes.
All for a
This
joke.
asshole.
All for a joke.
See, I liked it because Reese was just like fucking, and we have this guy over here blowing up the boat. Flip flop.
Right. Right. He came out on cue. I forgot about that.
All for a fucking joke.
Turns out Thalos is a fucking thespian. Hot.
Anyway, you had an interesting run-in with an odd individual who appeared to be, or at least claimed to be, a notorious criminal from like a century ago called the Black Viper, and seemed to know Thalos? ?
Bitch, you don't know me.
She basically offered to take him off your hands should you wish, which you turned down for at least for the time being.
Why did we do that? Remind me again why we did that.
why you
So you
turned her
didn't do
down?
that. Oh yes, you turned her down.
Yeah, remind me again why we turned her down. Why did we?
I don't know. That's for you to answer. At any rate, you made your way back to the bar, and Reese went about waking up the
edgelords.
The asshole.
By means of slapping him in the face, at which point Thalos woke up and said, if you'll bring us back into this, RJ.
What did I say last?
You said worth it.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Thalos just not even flinching. Worth it. Ace was just sitting there smoking, waiting for him to wake up, and of course Reese just busts in and...
I'm just gonna walk away. Go upstairs to my bedroom and try to forget that this asshole exists for at least a fucking hour.
So, what, Ace is still in the room with Thalos?
Ace is in the room. I think everyone but Reese would be in the room, unless anyone has anything else to...
Actually, no, I think Sylvia immediately flopped onto her bar.
Okay, I mean, she's still in the room. She's just maybe unconscious.
Because I took Thalos up to his room.
Oh, you did? Okay.
Up to his room, Reese busted into the room, slapped him, and has now left. And I believe Sylvia's on the bar and aisles, making sure Sylvia doesn't make a mess, I believe Tyler said.
Okay, I thought this was happening in the tap room for some reason.
No, he's up in his room.
All right, then in that case, it's just Ace.
So Thalos is going to look over to Ace. Tell me you saw that. Tell me you saw that ship crack wide open. It was marvelous.
It was certainly a show.
I enjoyed every second of it.
Absolutely positive you did.
Awkward silence.
Well, there's certainly going to be changing our plans moving forward, but I'm sure we'll find a way to reconvene. Oh, by the way, while you were unconscious, some woman named the Black Viper wanted to watch over you while we took care of something.
Thalos chuckles to himself. Oh, that fraud.
Oh, good to see you know her.
Oh, I do know her. I'm just not too fond of her. Quite frankly, she's more of a nuisance to me than anything. Think of it.
Did she get in the way of your golden girl?
No. I just perhaps encountered her one night, per se. Found out who she was, and now she bothers me every now and again. More of a nuisance, if anything.
We'll be sure to keep an eye out, but obviously we declined her offer.
Well, if you've got two brain cells to rub together, you can figure out that she's not 100-year-old bag of bones walking around, I'll tell you that much.
Not the hardest trick in the book.
Well, I've got a midget to torment.
She's on the bar downstairs as usual. I believe your wolf is still watching her.
Thalos, come on, Carl. I'm going to teach you how to fight the midget.
Make an animal handling roll.
15.
Also, when
minus
Thalos
2,
says,
so 13.
Yeah, he'll flap onto your arm.
Franco.
Isle, what was that? Tyler.
When Thalos says, that doesn't look like 100-year-old bag of bones. In another universe, a short elf sneezes.
All right. So, anyone doing anything?
Believe there's about to be torment. That's why I was being quiet.
Thalos will walk downstairs and he'll see Sylvia on the bar. All right, Coral, let's draw this out. All you have to do is peck out the midget's eyeballs. You think you can manage that?
Make another animal handling roll.
A 5.
He cocks his head at you, confused.
All right, come on. It's very easy, Carl. What you do is you go up to the eyeball and you like that. Think you can manage that?
He squawks.
You are not ready for this yet.
just another awkward pause.
Thalos is going to walk over to the bar and stand on it over Sylvia. All right, Carl. All you have to do is jump on the midget's face. Peck out the eyeballs.
One more animal handling check with disadvantage.
The fuck? I'm gonna reroll that because my hand turned it. 3.
Carl flaps over onto Sylvia's face and just kind of sits there.
That'll do, Carl. That'll do.
I'll's gonna call Carl over. In bird.
In bird. Let's see. Technically, Carl does not speak Arakocra or Orin. Do you actually want to? Are you calling Carl over?
No, I'll leave her.
All right.
I'll teach Sylvia not to sleep in the bar.
Carl's just gonna go to sleep next to Sylvia.
Oh God, no! What? I'm gonna go downstairs into the basement.
Okay.
I'm gonna find some of the alcohol, that gave people the runs.
There's not much of it left at this point, because I'm guessing.
That's okay. I only need a little bit.
Okay, so you take
And
what's
I'm
left
gonna go
of
back
it.
up, and I'm gonna give it to Carl.
Oh no.
Al's going to be working overtime.
I'd say, drink up, Carl. We'll make this work.
And we'll probably see what comes of that in the morning.
Fellows, are you giving your bird beer?
Hey, he did a good job. I'm rewarding him.
He's just gonna pinch his beak and walk away.
And it is late at this point. It is like the evening.
Talos is going to pat Carl on the head. You stay right there until the magic happens.
I'll have to make a roll for this.
And with that,
Here's what Rebecca looks like at the moment.
Talos will go to sleep.
All right. You can all mark off a long rest. Allow you to
Wait. While everyone's still asleep, because Reese is still angry, but just like needs to take it out on something that isn't a person, he's gonna go into the basement
Okay.
and just fucking smash up some empty barrels. Basically, just make a general racket.
All right. Sylvia, do you think that would wake you up, or are you too drunk?
Did I get a buff or something?
I don't know. Did you?
I just took a long rest and my HP just dropped.
My HP dropped too. I'm gonna fix that.
Weird.
Didn't actually notice if my HP dropped.
That is lower than I would have expected. You're like your max HP.
Mm-hmm.
That's weird.
It dropped like 6.
Do you know what it was before?
I think it was 33.
Yeah, what was mine before?
Mine was
Got me paranoid now because I wasn't looking when I changed. So when I hit the long rest, so
that is strange.
No, I think mine's fine.
Let me check.
Yeah, mine's fine.
Check something. 6 HP for Constitution.
I've been using fixed HP, so
Right.
I don't have that problem.
Still, Sylvia's seems very low for some reason.
Mine, it was 27. I just changed it to, it was 21. I changed it back to 27.
Okay.
Yeah.
I think IL's was 33. Now it's 27.
Let me
See, both of ours dropped 6 for some reason.
roll HP. Rebecca, if you could actually go into the builder and change it there, and because you what you did is basically temporarily overrode your max HP.
Oh, is that it?
If you go into the builder and go into like manage HP.
Manage HP. Okay.
Yeah, do you see where it says rolled HP?
Yeah. I changed that.
Yeah, you change that to I think 23 because you can then get a +4 bonus from your Constitution.
Okay. There we go. Yeah, there it is.
All right. Yeah, I don't. That's weird, and I don't know what might have caused that.
Gay people, clearly.
But anyway,
it's my fault. It's my gay vibes. They just destroy technology.
Just ruining everything.
Anyway,
damn gays being gay.
Can't believe it.
Just out of curiosity, Rebecca, do you think Sylvia would wake up from Reese's destructive rampage downstairs, or would she be too drunk?
Roll for it.
I'm gonna let her. If she thinks she should roll for it, then I'll let her roll for it.
She was out partying with the.
She was out partying, getting drunk.
Actually, she was just dancing in the middle of the fucking harbor.
Well, she's probably just completely plastered the day before, so she's passed out drunk, and I don't think any noise is going to wake her up at the moment.
That's kind of what I thought. All right, so Reese, you vent a bit downstairs. Look, no rats this time, thankfully.
I hope so. And then I'll just go to bed.
All right, and you can mark off your long rest as the morning comes. So the next day is, well, first of all, is there any business specifically that you guys wanted to get to?
Nothing that I can think of.
Nothing comes to mind.
Okay. In that case, pretty early on, first of all, you notice flying in through the window of the tavern, folded...
Flying in through the window.
Or through the open door.
Out.
Flying in through
You just start Quinn.
Can you hear me?
Quinn!
Can you hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you now.
Okay.
Through the window.
Yeah, through the window you see a folded paper bird, much like the one you got from Mert initially when you were recruited into the Harpers, and it flies in and just sort of lands neatly on the nearest surface to you.
Hopper.
All right, I'll walk up to it and just touch it.
Do you unfold it?
Bomb squad, get the bomb squad.
So it is a
Christian did. Christian did. Yeah.
It appears to be a new message from Mert. It is, his name is written on it, and it reads as follows: Matrim Mereg, you might know him as Three Strings, has allied himself with a gang of doppelgangers and believes they may ally themselves with us. Talk to them, get a read on them, and figure out if they can be trusted. Pass along your findings to Matrim. And then there's also an addendum at the bottom that says, by the way, have you looked into that Blue Alley place yet? I'll wager it'd be a perfect place for budding young adventurers like yourselves to hone their skills.
Nudge, nudge, DM, go there, please.
That's just Mert.
Oh, it's just Mert. It's not the guy who controls every single other character. No.
I'm about to say, you know that note's just sitting in the module, and it's like, read this to your players.
Yeah, pretty much.
All right, so run that by me again.
Let me post it.
You always need to tell Tyler twice.
Tyler,
Well, tell him 3 times just to be sure.
Gay.
Tell Tyler thrice?
Tyler, you're gay.
Lesbian. There's a difference.
Oh,
I mean,
yep.
Lesbians?
Can one person be multiple lesbians?
No, actually. Unless they're Siamese twins. I think that's the only way that would work.
So that's the note, and it appears to be a new mission for the Harpers, essentially.
All right, so I don't know who Three Strings is.
I'm not sure if you talked to him, but you know of him. He was at the Yawning Portal at the very beginning of the adventure. He was one of the patrons that tends to hang out there.
Oh, one of those guys. Okay.
You what? I missed that.
You think he's normally at the Yawning Portal. He's like a bard who likes to hang out there.
Ah, okay. I'm gonna go over to. Geez, who can I actually have a reasonable conversation with in this frickin' party?
Rude.
Accurate.
You can have a reasonable conversation with Thalos.
Maybe with Sigurd.
I was gonna say, realistically, Reese would probably be your best bet.
Talk to Reese or Sigurd.
Or Sigurd.
Of course, Reese is,
Good luck talking to
He's the
dog.
most responsible member of the party.
He's a good boy.
of course, realistically, Reese is probably like just getting up at this point.
Yeah, and he's not a morning person, so
He's
looks like
And
you're
I've
gonna
had a
have to
particularly spicy night, so
looks like you're gonna have to talk to Sigurd.
not true. You can talk to Carl.
no, you can talk to me,
Carl's busy.
but
So-
you're not gonna have a good time.
So, you.
I'm gonna wake up. You know what? I'm just gonna go wake up Reese and say I'm gonna have to step out of the bar for a while. You're in charge. And walk out.
Are you fucking kidding me?
Suggesting that
Shit.
IL's been in charge?
You know you
Who
have
else was it?
you know how you have people who work at the bar for this sort of thing.
Also, we have other shit to do. Now that Thalos fucking blew up that boat.
It'd probably be better to lay low anyway. For the exact same reason.
And actually, as you're getting ready to leave, Ayal, a couple figures walk through the door of the tavern. And you
They have hats? No hats.
no hats. Well,
No,
Need I remind you there's a no hats allowed sign posted outside.
I don't think they have hats, but they are figures you recognize. They are the two members of the city guard that you've seen in the past, Barnabas Blastwind and Seath Cromley.
Oh, I don't want to have to deal with these assholes right now.
I think you don't want to have to deal with them.
I've been the one talking to them.
I mean, yeah, otherwise you'd have two criminals or a drunk talking to him.
Exactly.
Let Carl do the talking.
No.
Carl's busy.
Carl's busy learning how to claw people's eyes out.
He's busy doing something very different.
Busy shitting himself.
Yeah. Also,
Sylvia.
I forgot to mention, Sylvia. You wake up next to there's a puddle of something next to
No,
you.
the bird was on her face.
It sort of like it went to sleep next to her.
Okay, good.
I rolled for it.
Puddle of bird.
Okay.
Okay. I'm gonna slowly wake up and be like, oh, this happened to me again. Man, I need to stop doing this. Whoa, it's you.
The bird.
Yeah, the bird just like looks at you innocently.
You know, I had wild bird parties before, and I don't know what we did last night, little bud.
Barnabas Blastwind sort of like pushes his glasses up on his nose and says, if you don't mind, do you think you could gather all of you here? Let's see, that's the drunk one, it's the bird, let's see, there's the bird, where's the, could you get the rest of you assembled in the tap room here? We should just have some questions.
What did I do this time? Gosh, I'm too popular in this town. I start a bar, and you guys show up in the middle of nowhere.
As you're
Sylvia, just shut up.
As you're talking, you see Seath Cromley writing things down on a notepad.
What do you guys want this time?
Oh well,
We won't tell you anything.
we'll get to that once you've gathered all of the members of your little party. Let's.
Yeah, well, listen. Our bird friend is off on some fucking mission, so
they walked
I can't
in.
call it back
They
now.
walked in as Ayal was about to.
Oh, I thought he left. Never mind.
No.
Oh, they essentially cut him off.
Yeah.
Well, Reese came downstairs
All right.
as I was leaving, so I think everybody's there.
Is Arthalos and Ace
I
there?
believe Ace and Talos are still upstairs.
Oh,
Yes, I believe.
Fine,
I believe
fucking grab them by the ear.
the tiefling and the Now he doesn't like being called a drow, if I remember correctly.
So as they're
Similar.
saying that, Sigurd comes
No,
downstairs
wait.
with a note tied to his collar.
Does he walk up
Call
to
him a
them?
drow.
He walks up to Seath Cromley.
Seath will take the note.
The note says "out to lunch."
Is Thalos
that was the
actually
greatest
is
song.
Thalos actually out, or is he just?
Oh no, he was gonna go downstairs, but he saw them come in and he's like, nope.
Yes, actually, very would very much like to make sure he is in attendance for this.
Well,
It's
while
like
you're
first thing in the
waiting-
morning, and he puts it out to lunch.
That's the joke.
Yeah, yes.
Remember, Talos can't lie well.
That's true. We've established this.
You could at least buy something from the bar while you wait. It's 1 platinum each.
I also gonna slap her upside the head for that.
Don't listen to her, please. Don't.
Yes, the bar
Pay her
that is
money.
currently covered in bird shit.
There's just like a localized puddle of it.
We serve only quality booze here.
I'll say it probably takes a couple minutes, but Ace and Thalos, you can join the gathering in the tap room. At which point, Barnabas.
Actually, Ace is going to walk down on Reese calling him, I'll say.
Mhm.
The second he sees those two, he's going to spin around and start walking back up the stairs.
Oh,
Nah, get your butt back over here. If we all have to be here, that includes you.
City Watch business.
Ugh. Wait.
So once you've all gathered,
Go over, light a cigarette, and begrudgingly stand in the tap room.
once you've all gathered, Barnabas starts to pace it.
Yeah, Thalos will come back with a sandwich.
Where did he get it? No one knows.
Nobody knows. Did he buy it? Did he steal it? Did he kill someone for it?
He make it himself?
You don't know.
Yeah.
I feel like if he made it, it would just be bread with daggers.
Maybe he killed another sandwich for that sandwich.
I wouldn't be surprised.
So Barnabas starts pacing, just sort of tapping his cane on the floor and saying, "So, yesterday there was an incident at the docks.
Uh-huh.
I'm sure you're aware. Seeing
Yeah,
that
news travels fast, especially in a bar.
There is an incident, all right. I was
Shut up,
break
Sylvia.
dancing with a bunch of fun guys.
Jesus Christ.
And so, what's interesting about this incident is that you eyewitnesses saw most of you nearby when it happened. All of you, except for, and he sort of points his cane at Thalos, except for that one.
Thalos shrugs. Then I guess I wasn't there.
You think we trust this asshole to do the things the sensitive things we want to do? We were just doing some investigation is all.
We were investigating.
She's gonna
before-
facepalm like, you don't confess to something like this that quickly.
Wait, no! We were
Investigating.
talking about investigating beforehand. You already fucking knew we were doing our own job.
investigating.
We were doing
Telling.
something for the what was her face? Wasn't this the job for what's her face?
Yeah, it's a job for the fucking Lord.
For Laurel Silverhand. Yes, I believe you've mentioned her in the past.
Yeah, I mentioned it the last time you assholes showed up.
Will you stop cursing?
No! No, I won't!
Salos is going to slightly grin at Reese cursing.
Says, mind telling me what you're attempting to figure out on this investigation? What sort of where you are going?
Honestly?
Salos shrugs. We're trying to figure out if you ever do your jobs correctly.
We offered last time to share information, and you guys were pretty against that, so you know what? No, we're not going to.
Well, you see, my dear, we are the City Watch. It is our job.
And we're working for your boss.
Yeah, well,
so
this
we're
is
essentially
our job,
outranking
too.
you.
Look, guys, whatever I've done, I'm a changed woman now.
Sylvia, you didn't do anything.
I swear.
Salos is going to take.
Left in this bar.
Salos is going to take his hand and slap it across Sylvia's mouth. I guess this one's have a bit too much to drink. Not even 12 o'clock yet. What a shame.
Oh my God.
He says,
I offered you guys a chance to work with us last time we talked. You don't get to just show up and ask for that chance back.
"Oh, you misunderstand. Not asking for you to share the details of your investigation, because for the sake of the details, it's that we want to know what you were doing when one of the 3 ships of the Sea Maiden's Fair. What did the report say, Seath?" He says, exploded. Yeah, that's the word.
We were investigating, but guess what? It got cut short by that explosion. We have no fucking clue why it happened.
Actually, hold on, let me think.
Reese, why don't you give me a deception check?
Okay.
We can actually blame this on the Nimble Right, because we're looking for a Nimble Right that caused an explosion originally.
Do you?
Okay.
Bad idea.
Do you say this?
First, I'm going to say we had nothing to do with it, and
Okay.
then I'll speculate it might have been the Nimble Rights we were chasing. That is a 17 plus 2.
Okay. He nods. He sort of nods. Says, very well.
Could have been the Nimble Right we were chasing, trying to cover its tracks.
Thalos shrugs. Or perhaps it was an accident.
I'm
Maybe
just gonna.
before coming to us, you might want to investigate. I don't know what the ship might have been carrying.
He says,
Reese is gonna glare at him.
I think we've
At
got.
Talos.
By the way, Seath has been writing stuff down this whole time, and Barnabas at this point says, I think we have most of the information we want at this point. Just one more question, really. While all this was going on, and he looks right at you, Thalos, and says, "Where were you?"
Where was I?
Yes.
Well, let's see.
All of your members were accounted for except for one. It's an interesting coincidence.
Well, you can ask any of them. I'm the kind of type that likes to float around quite a bit.
Yeah,
a
he
lot of
just
side
disappears.
gigs going on.
He
Said
has
he
a
had a
condition. It's kind of terminal.
He had some personal matters to take care of instead of attending the investigation.
We have no idea where he was.
You see, me poor sister's in the hospital. Struck in.
God.
Okay.
Like, Reese is physically bracing himself against something because of
I'll let you make it for that. I'll let you make a deception check with advantage because that is actually true.
It's not. It's not. He's technically telling the truth.
Yeah, I mean, it's still deceptive because that's not where you were, and you're trying to mislead them. You're still trying to mislead them, but it's a deception that is laced with the truth. So I'm giving you advantage.
18.
18.
Oh, actually good at lying for once.
But I'm not lying. I'm conveniently leaving out the truth.
Says
He didn't say he was at the hospital. He just insinuated
he implied it. Yes. Yeah. Barnabas will look at. He'll sort of like take your gaze for a good 5 seconds. Just a pause.
Thalos will look at him with cold eyes.
And then he says, well, that'll be all. Thank you for your cooperation.
Why don't a lot of you see yourselves out?
And he will do so.
Reese is immediately gonna turn to Thalos after they, like, close the door. You're fucking welcome! They're gonna leave again.
Thank you. Don't forget to write.
Make sure to tip your bartender.
Shut the fuck up, Sylvia.
Savage.
Old Bard, it's all over.
Reese has officially lost his shit.
He's done with Thalos, he's done with Sylvia. Give it about 10 minutes for the other two.
Alright.
Get me a dead body. That's the only way I'll feel fucking better.
Wait, why don't you just die again?
Oh, yeah! I'm just gonna go upstairs and kill myself.
That can be arranged.
I've killed myself out of spite before. Don't test me.
Sometimes for attention.
This was a child.
Alright, so at this point, I'll do leave.
Alright, I'm looking for... I'm just gonna say, alright, since all of us are up anyway, does anyone want to accompany me to the yawning portal?
Yes.
Who is that?
Thalos. Upon Sylvia saying yes, he says no.
I was gonna look at Sylvia, point at her slowly, and say, "Not you."
And upon IL saying that, Thalos will change his vote to yes.
I was born in that bar. I was raised like their own child.
That explains a lot.
Thalos is going to be walking behind IL. Most likely you were a nuisance to the establishment and you took a shit in the corner. Probably 3 times.
Well, I don't know what I do when I'm passed out.
Precisely.
I was gonna think about it and say, "Do you know 3 string?"
No.
Not you.
Sylvia might know him. You might have. I mean, you've probably heard some of his performances at the Yawning Portal.
Maybe. I mean, I run into people all the time there, and if they know me or not, I mean, yeah, I definitely know that person. Let's go to the bar together.
I was gonna sigh and say, "How about we work for alcoholism first? Does anyone want to go to the Blue Alley yet?"
You're right. Let's start at a bar.
Thalos, Fawn, I'll vote Blue Alley, as long as it's out of here and not near that thing.
Blue Alley, anyone? Gonna work
Well,
out
I'm not
today?
doing anything else. I might as well.
I'll come.
Reese is still upstairs, but I'll say you probably hear them talking about Blue Alley.
Through the fucking wall.
Yeah.
I like to imagine that Reese is just face down on his floor and that's how he hears us.
Shit, I wasn't expecting this. I wasn't expecting this.
Yeah.
Just my headcanon. Phoebe can feel free to correct me.
No, that's pretty accurate. Probably like juggling in his mind whether he should kill himself out of spite again.
He's just like
Well-
holding a knife to his neck, like.
Reese,
"Not
as
today."
you're considering this and you hear the words Blue Alley, you remember, hey, isn't that a super dangerous place where people die on occasion?
Oh, yes.
Oh, things are getting a little wild at Reese's house. Oh, yes, Daddy.
I was gonna go with, oh yeah, it's all coming together.
Okay. Oh, yeah, it's coming together. Let's go get me killed.
Are
See me coming down with like an uncharacteristic for the moment smile.
all right? Are we all?
Let's get out of the house.
Forehead.
I was just going to say, I think our cleric might be the first to die.
This cleric already was the first to die, you asshole.
Andrew WWWKUK intensified. Better get ready to die. That literally should just be Reese's theme song.
All right.
I think of Dead by MCR as Reese's theme.
Fuck you.
So, you'll need to probably get information about where it is exactly, because I don't think you know that yet.
Blue Alley?
Yeah, but you can do that by making just like an investigation check.
I love my passive investigation of 22.
You know what? Yeah, with that you can easily find your way there. It's on Ivory Street, or it's off of Ivory Street in the C Ward.
I did. What's that?
As you make your way there, you start to see some of the cobblestones start to be made of glittering blue stone, which you remember Mert saying was the sign that you were close.
Who would have guessed?
Yes. Let me just. All right. As you make your way there, you find what appears to be the entrance to Blue Alley. In the entrance, you see branching off. This appears to be the entrance to Blue Alley. It's 10 feet wide, and with blue cobblestones and 20-foot sandstone walls. There's a tin and you can gather that that's what it is, because there's a tin sign on the western wall that has the words Blue Alley painted on it. A few feet inside, there's a podium of gleaming sodalite. I'm not actually sure what that is. Some sort of material. But I guess it's like some sort of stone. While on top of the podium, there is a quill beside a heavy book bound in blue leather.
Okay.
You said what was found in blue leather?
There's
Who
a
wants to open it?
there's a book on the podium, bound in blue leather, and with a quill next to it.
I'll open it.
You see it is filled with hundreds of names, each written in a different hand. About a quarter of the names have a neat line drawn through them. Some names include Anders Stormwind, Kara Marsk, Shivara Fezim, and Tordek Frostbeard.
Do I know any of these?
No.
Do I know any?
No. But there are hundreds of them, and like I said, many of them are crossed out.
Oh. Is it because they died?
Is this some kind of guest book?
I also want to shrug and write his name down.
All right.
I guess Reese will
So
do
I'm
the
gonna
same.
stand there waiting for like something mystical to happen. No.
Not that you can see.
All right,
Although
he
you
shrugs
notice that the quill seems to never run out of ink.
He's just gonna shrug and then walk forward and wait for what else.
Thalos will walk up to the book and write Jim.
Okay. Do the rest of you write
I'm going straight past the pedestal.
without writing?
Sylvia's gonna walk up to the book and take the quill.
Okay.
Sylvia's got to jump to get to the top of the pedestal.
A few things. Okay, first of all, Thalos and Ace, as you try to go forward, you seemingly bounce off an invisible wall past the podium.
Oh, we're playing that game, are we?
As for Sylvia,
Oh shit.
do you try to go forward with the quill?
Yes.
Oh, good.
Oh no.
Quinn looking at a note that says if they try to remove anything from the pedestal and go forward, they die.
Let's see. I'd like everyone to make a dexterity saving throw.
Oh, everyone.
Oh, good. Oh, good.
What have
Good.
you done?
Alright. This is fine.
This is not fine.
I got a 10.
17.
Oh, I got a nat 20.
Modified 20.
Just
17.
I need to. It actually doesn't say what the DC is. The hell. I'll say anyone who got above a 14 passes.
Oh, just Sylvia.
Oh,
Just
So
Sylvia.
just Sylvia.
sounds about right.
Yep.
Sounds about right.
So Sylvia, and actually you wait. Do you have evasion yet, or is that a higher level thing for you?
I have, I could dodge as a bonus action.
Okay, that's not what that is. So Sylvia, you take 19 fire damage.
Oh,
Everyone else takes 9 fire damage as a massive explosion erupts from Sylvia's point.
What the fuck?
What the fuck?
I rolled a nat 20. What the fuck?
I'm only taking 5. Tiefling bitches.
Trying to move the quill seemingly activated a glyph of warding.
Oh my god.
Do it again.
See what happens.
But only with me in the room.
He's just gonna just stare at her for a second before snatching the quill out of her hand.
I wouldn't touch that thing, it's evil.
No, it's because you tried to steal it, you goddamn megalomaniac.
I think it's kleptomaniac.
I could have
You know what I
sold it
meant.
for more money.
A quill
Anyway,
for
I'm
much.
too popular for this place. Let's go.
Well, Ace and Thalos still have not written their. In Thalos' case,
She
it's
didn't
ruler.
either.
That's also true. Yes. The three of you have not yet passed through the threshold.
Fine, I'll fucking
I was
go.
just gonna sit there with his hands on his hips with like all his feathers singed.
Fine. Or I guess I'll just leave this on near the book and I'll write my name on the book like a good human being.
Oh, this is gonna go great.
Why?
Yeah, I'll write Ace in the book and he'll toss it to, I guess, Thalos because he doesn't trust Sylvia with the quill.
Is Sylvia still at the door?
Is she, or has she moved in?
Did you move in, or are you still at the
I'm
door?
moving in.
All right.
I'm not gonna do it, but I'm just like yeets pen at door
Oh my god.
Why?
because it would kill Sylvia.
It would.
Anyway, no, I'll go and sign the book.
Wait, if I was already inside, then would I have taken that damage or no?
It was a 20
Don't
foot.
think-
It was a 20-foot radius, so probably.
Okay, yeah.
Anyway, you progress forward a bit, and you come to basically a T intersection with pathways going east and west. You see a brightly colored mural painted on the northern wall of the intersection, which depicts numerous adventurers seemingly falling victim to every conceivable form of trap. There are scything blades, spiked pits, collapsing roofs, jets of fire, poison gas, and more.
Reese's weird smile grows wider.
At the top of the mural...
Ayel's using his passive perception to the max.
Okay, well, you can use active perception if you want.
Perceiving increases.
If you want to actively perceive, you can make a perception check.
All right, I'll do that. Sure.
Sylvia's probably going to need health.
Also, at the top of the mural, the word silver is painted above an arrow pointing east, and the word gold is painted above an arrow pointing west.
19.
19. Okay. A couple things. Looking more closely at the mural, you see a fairly disturbing sight. Hidden amongst the signs of death, you see yourself, all of you, in the mural, dying to various traps.
Oh, jeez.
Oh, damn. Can somebody lift me up so I can see how I died?
Thalos will pick up Sylvia and throw her at the mural.
Sylvia seems to, in the mural, Sylvia seems to be drinking a flask of what is obviously poison, but she seems to have mistaken for booze.
Oh, wow. This almost happened before in the past.
But also with that roll, Ayal, you notice another thing. Hidden in the mural is a small sentence. 50 feet south of the barred window is a secret door.
50 of the bard's window?
50 feet south of the barred window is a secret door. You would probably want to note this down.
I will note this down.
Time to use ether instability, because fuck this shit.
Rolls another nat 100.
Are you actually using it, or are you just...
No, I'm not using it yet.
Okay.
I'll keep that card in my back pocket.
All right, so silver or gold? I vote silver. Gold usually a trap.
Well,
I think everything is
which
a trap.
one?
I'm going for silver. It's a bit too obvious.
I don't want to die just now, so silver it is.
Okay.
Gold.
All right.
Gold? You fucking moron.
I think majority has voted silver unless you want to split the party.
No.
No.
Wise choice.
Sylvia has
Sylvia
eight
just
health.
starts walking towards gold, and whoever's in the back just
Just
reaches over and
yoink.
grabs her.
Yoink.
My hair's too burnt to follow in a different direction.
All right. The passageway continues, hooks around, so basically makes a left, and continues down to what appears to be a dead end, but with two doors set in the right wall, so the east wall. Let me see. On the west wall of this alley, though, there is a relief sculpture of a humanoid skeleton with outstretched arms and an open mouth as if screaming.
Passive perception. Roll perception.
Make a perception check.
28.
Jesus, you're just gonna find everything. You notice.
Oh wait, no, 26. But yeah.
You notice a small iron button in the skull.
But yeah, I also have +7 perception. So. All right, I'll press it. I'll poke the button.
As you push the button, a secret door in the west wall, opposite the two that were easily visible, opens.
I also want to do a little dance. Yay! Please secret door. Please secret door. Please secret door.
Thalos will cautiously open the secret door.
All right. it opened automatically, and it seems to lead into a passage. This passage hooks around at an angle before a set of stairs leading to another door. Going north.
I also having way too much fun.
Anybody got mage hand?
I was having way too much fun. He's going to do perception. This is element right now.
Matter of fact.
21.
You don't notice anything in this passage.
Does anyone have?
I was going to like sulk a little bit.
Does anyone have mage hand?
Yes.
Yeah, could you use that to open the door?
Yeah, Ace will chant a few words, conjure up a maze hand, and he's going to try to open the door with it.
Okay. Let me see. As you open the door, you open into what seems to be some sort of reception room. It seems to have been at one point very luxurious, but seems to have fallen into disrepair. Even so, the overstuffed couches appear very comfortable, and the carpet has obviously been cared for, even if there's an obvious travel path worn into it. There's a door to the east. There's a door to the east and the north.
Ayel's eyes are sparkling as he percepts again.
This place couldn't seem more
Perception.
dangerous if it tried.
Nat 20.
You get a perception. Everybody gets a perception.
You see, all of you are just watching Ayel, just like eyes wide open and just looking. He's an owl, so his head is going like full 180.
Well, his head's just spinning around, just scanning everything.
Yeah.
Ayel's my favorite.
There's literally like a fucking like digital scan beam coming out of his eyes, like touching everything in the room.
Can I look around to see if there's anything valuable in here?
You can do an investigation check.
Okay.
And yeah, Ayal, you start after about 10 seconds. You start to hear a faint 18. You don't find anything valuable here.
Man.
He starts to hear a what?
Ayal, you start to hear a soft voice from behind the eastern door, and it seems to be saying, "Entertain me."
Ayel's going to point to that door and say, "Someone wants to be entertained in that door."
And send the drunk for that.
I'm ready.
Ace is just going to give her kind of a pat on the back towards the east door. Go on, go entertain.
Can I just like have a drunken party and start breakdancing again?
I mean, you can.
Okay. I will do that in front of the entertain me sign.
Breakdancing in front of the door.
Do you like that one, Tyler?
Yeah.
If that's accurate.
That is definitely Ayel.
Does anything happen?
You're still hearing Ayal's still hearing the voice from the other side of the door. It just every few seconds says, "Entertain me."
I'm entertaining. Come on, look at this dance. I do it in front of all of my friends.
Sylvia, try going through the door first.
Oh. Wow. I will go through the door.
It appears to be jammed shut. It might take some strength to open.
Are you telling me I have no strength?
I mean, you can certainly try. If you would like to try to force it open, you may. Would you like to?
I will force open this door.
Give me an
I also
athletics
go out
check.
the other door while this happens. I was going back towards the other door while this happens, just in case.
Okay.
12.
12. You try, but you sort of just like it. Like you think it might have shifted a little, but you mostly just bounce off it.
Anyone else want to try to pry open this door?
Fine.
Thalos? Well, I would, but I don't have any crowbar anymore.
Reese, would you like to attempt to open the door?
Yeah, sure.
Okay, make an athletics check.
Hold on. That's an 18 plus
18.
1.
Yeah,
So
you
modified 19.
easily just like slam into this door and bust it open. Inside it.
Plus 1 to the clerk, 1 fucking 0 for the.
Also, Ayala, are you opening the north door or are you just investigating?
No, I'm just there just in case that one, triggers a trap that we all need to run.
Okay. Yeah, you force open this door and you see what appears to be a solid bronze statue of a wizard in it's almost like a closet. It's just like a 5 foot by 10 aperture with this statue in the back of it. And there appears to be some sort of sphere of force around it, preventing it from being touched. But something interesting is that the eyes appear to follow you. Also, on the wall, there's a phrase. There's also several broken vials on the floor, and on the wall, there's a phrase scrawled in common which says, "Utter madness, pure rubbish."
Yep, that sounds like Sylvia. Sylvia, go ahead.
It's me! Wow. That's why that sculpture is looking at me funny.
All right, dance.
Okay. Can I get as close to the force field as possible and start dancing?
Sure. Go ahead and make a performance check.
Yes. This is what I was meant for. 11.
Your dance, you think it's pretty impressive, but you're not sure if the statue thinks so.
As I'm dancing, I'm going to ask if anybody else has any other plans.
Not really much of an entertainer.
Let's see. Hold on.
All right, the phrase is what? Trash? What?
Utter madness, pure rubbish.
Utter madness, pure rubbish. And he's saying entertain me.
Oh, I know what to do.
What?
I'm going to pour my booze on the floor.
The statue appears to still be impassive.
Man, that was some good stuff, too.
I also look at it.
Why don't you lick it off the floor?
Right, that's madness and rubbish.
You start to hear noises.
Okay.
Not from this room, from elsewhere. It appears to be some sort of jabbering, like a group of small creatures with shrill voices just going.
Where's it coming from?
The door ahead, but getting closer.
How many doors are there?
It's the one you came from to the south, the one ahead of you to the north, and the one to the statue.
So the gibbering's coming from the one I was standing next to.
Yes.
Yeah.
I was gonna peek out that door.
You see a group of 6 creatures flapping towards you. These things they're not flapping. Rather running. They appear to be these small, impish creatures with oversized hands and feet and dark gray, wrinkly skin. And the sort of cartoonishly proportioned eyes and mouth and nose. Just sort of like this bulbous looking face and these 2 long pointy ears. And they're just sort of scampering towards the lot of you.
So Thalos is going to grab the nearest sofa and slam it into the door.
That's gonna take a little. That's gonna take a little doing.
I'll help him.
Oh, I'll pitch in.
You got 4 boys.
I will lick my booze off the floor.
Also,
Does this
as
not
they're
entertain you?
coming closer, you see them on occasion. They walk through solid surfaces like the wall. Sorry, they walk through solid surfaces like the wall, and reappear like closer, like they're teleporting, sort of.
Great.
Yeah. All right then.
All right, so either she figures out
I
that
hate
edge door. All right, so either we go back, she figures out what's up with that statue, or we stand here and fight. What's the decision here?
You're gonna have to make it
Why are
quick.
we letting the drunk figure out the statue?
You're gonna have to
You
make
have
it
any
quickly.
ideas?
You're gonna have to make your decision quickly because they're getting very close.
I don't think we have really an option on fighting these things.
Why? Even if we leave the room, they're just gonna follow us. So.
Yeah, and at this point, I think I'd like everyone to roll initiative.
I was just going to say, Sylvia, stop drinking, get over.
Okay.
15.
There's things to punch, little one.
There's things to buy. 11.
11.
12.
12.
18.
18.
Like 18.
And Sylvia?
8.
8. Okay. Thalos, you are up first. These small.
Have any of them made it in the room?
They're just. A couple of them are just outside.
Well, guess what? Fish in a barrel, burning hands.
Okay. Do you go up to the door?
Yeah.
Okay. I'll say you can probably get.
Open the door and open it and use burning hands.
All right. You can probably get about half of them with that.
Good.
How many did you say there were?
6.
Oh, jeez.
They gotta succeed a check.
Right. What's their? What do they have to? What kind of check is it?
12 decks.
12 decks. Well, one of them succeeded, but 2 of them very failed.
Okay, well, I'll roll 3, 6. So 12. So 12 to the ones that didn't succeed.
Yes.
6 to the ones that 6 to the one that did succeed.
Yeah, and you hit 3 of them with that. So the 3 in front sort of yelp in pain as the fires coat over them. It seemed to be quite effective. They don't seem to be terribly. Sorry. They actually don't seem to be as injured from that as you might have thought they were. They still seem to be somewhat injured because they don't seem to be very hardy, but it seems like they are resistant to fire.
All right.
Reese, it's your turn.
What's that? No, that's boring. I guess I'll
What you doing, Reese?
Bane?
What are you doing?
I guess I'm doing Bane.
All right. Are you target?
I was until I targeted the gremlins.
Any preference on which ones you're targeting?
The 3 closest ones.
Okay, so that would be the ones that were burned. What saving throw do they have to make for that?
Against charisma.
Charisma.
13.
13. Oh, they're good at that.
Oh, great.
Sarcasm.
They're ugly AF though.
What was the DC? 13?
13.
Yeah, none of them made that. They have a -2.
Fuck you.
They have a -2 on charisma.
I was about to say, how are they good at those? They're ugly as
He was being
fuck.
sarcastic.
I was.
Being very sarcastic.
Yes.
Okay.
Anything
So
else?
whenever they fail it,
Any saving? I believe saving throw or attack roll they minus a d4. Correct.
yes.
All right. Are you doing anything else?
I don't know, can I?
I don't know. Can you?
Fuck you.
It's your character.
Can I use my character DM? I don't know. Can you?
Bane is.
Can my character use the restroom? I don't know. Can you?
Bane is an action. So,
Yeah.
any bonuses you want to do, or are you done?
I actually have a question. I have a shield. Can I use that? Can I put it up for the next whatever turn? Or...
that would basically be using the dodge action, which is an action.
Okay.
Is how I would rule that.
All right. Then I'll just kind of. That's it.
All right. That's fine.
Wait.
Hmm?
I just remember that I could use spiritual weapon as
Well,
a thing, but I'll save that for later.
also typically
yeah.
with bonus action spells, if you use a bonus action spell that isn't a cantrip, then your action spell would have to be a cantrip, not a other spell.
That makes sense.
Yeah. So next up is Ace.
I'm going to. Waiting if I want to do this part. Sure. I would like to twin a level 1 witch bolt targeting the 2 nearest one. Targeting the 2 if I can tell who got burned more badly than the third guy.
Yeah, I'll allow that. You can tell which one dodged better than the others.
Okay, so I'm gonna. All right, let's see here. I've got to make some rolls.
That's interesting.
So that is a 25 to hit on the first one.
Oh yeah, definitely.
And a 17 on the second one.
Both hit.
All right, so I almost forgot what my D12 was. Gentleman is taking 9 lightning damage, and the second guy, oh baby, 12 lightning damage.
Whew. All right. The second one is fried to a crisp and dead from that.
Ha!
Did you just call him a thought?
Oh, he said hot.
He's more like an anti-thought. I said hot.
All
right. Well, whichever one that's damaged that Ace didn't hit, I'm gonna do insightful fighting.
Okay, so you go. So do you have to be next to him for that, or is it just you if you can see him?
As a bonus action, you can make an insight check against a creature you can see that isn't incapacitated.
All right, yeah. So go ahead and make an insight check. I'll make a deception check with their great charisma.
Their great charisma. What is it? Insight?
Yes, insight.
19.
Oh yeah. You totally see through his moves. He cannot. Yeah.
I know your every move.
Yep.
I know everything you're doing.
And does that give you advantage or just give you sneak attack?
I think it just gives me sneak attack.
All right. So are you attacking him now? And yeah, it is just sneak attack. I assume you're attacking him now that you've.
Yes, I'm going to rapier him.
All right, you fly forward.
And that is a. What's my rapier? +6, so 17.
17. That is a hit. Roll damage with sneak attack.
That is an 8 plus sneak attack to do 2d6, which is a. Oh wait, so it's an 8 plus 4, right? So 12.
So 12, and then plus your 2d6.
Plus 6.
Okay, yeah, you see through it. You like see through his moves right to where he exposes his neck, and you just skewer him through it, and it gurgles and flops to the ground.
Yeah. Like, I'm looking straight forward, and he dodges to the right, and I just still looking straight forward, just stab him in the neck.
All right, Sylvia.
In a different direction.
Well, with my first attack, I'm going to target any one of them, and I'm going to take out my short sword.
Just don't target the other one I shocked, because I can just essentially just inflict damage on him every turn for free now.
This is true.
Oh, cool. All right. Are there any of them that are looking somewhat wounded?
Just the one ace is happening.
Okay. So I'll just choose a different guy and I'll swing at him.
All right. You'll have to get into the thick of them in the corridor beyond for that.
Yeah. Oh wait. Ooh.
Which is fine if that's what you want.
Sure.
All right. You advance forward. And go ahead and take your swing.
Let's see. Oh, don't I have to roll for it first?
Yeah, you have to
yes.
roll for the swing.
Ooh, 19 plus 7.
Definitely.
Cut out his throat, Billy!
Whap!
Yeah. And then, let's see. 8 damage.
8 dabblage.
And I will spend a key point.
Flurry of blows.
Yes.
All right, 2 more attacks. Same guy?
Yes. Same guy. Alright, so for my first attack... Yeah, it's 6 plus 7.
So
13.
13, that just barely misses as the thing ducks under your swing, which is even shorter, a bit shorter than you.
Man. Alright, so the second one, 11 plus 7.
That hits.
Alright. That's 9 damage.
All right, he is on death's door. Actually, just for fun, by the way, do any of you speak Sylvan?
Any of us what?
Speak Sylvan.
No.
It's a no from me, boss.
All right.
No.
Gobbler's here, that's yes.
Yeah. Just checking. In that case, it is now the Boggle's turn.
Up the boggles!
Fuck you, Bubble Bobble.
I really wonder what these things look like.
So what are they? Let's see here. Specify the direction you can see through. This is next to the destination as well. Okay,
Rebecca in the
interesting.
background. Ew, gross.
I'm just looking at what they look like.
Oh
Yeah, me too. Holy crap.
Yes, they're very cartoonish. But the 4 in you watch as the 4 of them
Ew.
jump through the walls and appear behind all of you next to Reese and Ace. Although Sylvia, I will say you can get an opportunity attack against one of them. And
Okay.
just
Me.
probably just Sylvia because she actually went into the hallway.
Get
Well,
them off
I
the
stabbed
face.
one.
Yeah, but it was the one. It was like the one closest to you, and the others were further away.
Okay.
Get
Take
them on
that
the
swing.
face.
Yeah, can I take another swing then?
At the one you were attacking.
Yeah.
All
Kill
right,
him.
yeah, go for it.
Kill him dead.
Let's see.
Boss, we're gonna get him.
Alright, that's another 11 plus 7.
That hits,
He did.
and you don't even need to roll damage because your punch snaps his neck.
Yay!
Seriously, don't you run away from me. Nah.
The other three, though, pop out behind Ace and Reese. Two of them will go after Reese, the third one on Ace.
Tasty.
The one that Ace zapped is going after Ace.
The one the lightning
Yes.
is probably still connected to.
Exactly. Well, the two attacking Reese, one gets a nat 1, the other a nat 20.
Sweet.
So that's gonna be
What's the nat one do?
nothing.
Able that never
It
can happen.
bitch slaps itself.
Trips and falls on its own face.
The crit, though, will do a total of 9 damage to you.
9?
Yes.
Okay. For a
Um,
second there, I thought you said 19. I was
no,
like,
no, just 9. This guy gets a really good sock square in your nose. It jumps up out of, like, the wall and hits you in the nose. And you just
They
didn't
got.
see
I
it
mean,
coming.
they got
Is
big
that- wait,
hands.
is that its crit?
Yeah. That was...
Oh no! That is sad.
It's got big hands. It's very good at backhanding people.
And Ace, the one on you got an 18.
19?
18.
18. Okay, well that still hits.
I
I mean, that hits. I mean, it's
What?
rolled a 1 minus 1 for 0 damage.
It punches itself in the face.
Well, no, it hits Ace. He just doesn't feel anything.
That's just
Ace has muscles of steel.
it just slaps his fucking ankle. Him, excuse me.
What?
Oh, and actually, it doesn't even matter, but that was the baned one, so I should have subtracted a d4. So it's actually a 15. It doesn't matter because you took no damage anyway.
It still hits.
Okay.
Okay, actually, it does matter in one regard. Since it technically still hit, I do still have to a concentration save.
Do you? Is that when you get hit or when you take damage?
I think it's when you get hit.
Ah.
I've never had it deal no damage before.
Yeah, I'm gonna look it up. Hang on. I actually, just as a house rule, or my immediate ruling is to say no, you don't need a save for that because that's ridiculous.
I mean, just getting your ankle weakly slapped is a little distracting.
I guess if you really want, I mean, it doesn't. If you really want to roll for it, I'll let you.
I mean, no, I don't. I
Okay.
obviously I have the chance to just
Okay.
free win.
I'll
spell.
look it up later, but for now, yeah, you don't need to roll for that. Anyway, next up is Thalos.
Well, it's time to chop until you drop. So yeah, I'm gonna go. Well, the one's already got Witch Bolt on them, so I'm gonna go chop one of the ones on Reese.
And do you have your battle axes now?
No, I have longsword.
Oh, that's right. That's right.
No, please.
You have your
let
long.
them
That's
attack
right. I
me.
forgot that's what you were upgrading to.
Just get off your stupid
All right.
kill me.
Roll it.
I'm so close. You
Um,
don't understand.
First attack is a 16 plus 3.
That is a hit.
And the next one's a 19 plus 3.
Also a hit.
Okay.
As you come in a whirl of steel.
My dude's taking... No, my bad. That was plus 5, but doesn't matter.
Looking like
My
a
dude's taking 10 on the first swing. And 10 on the next swing.
you from no damage, you bisect him like a discount Drizzt Doran.
Yeah, just comes in.
Called him the Blendini.
I am the Blendini.
Very discount Drizzt. Reese, it is your turn.
Are there any like even remotely close to me?
There's the one that I didn't kill.
Yeah, there's the one that
Okay.
I'm gonna say the one that
Reese-
critted you is the one that that survived.
Reese smash.
Reese.
Smashinate.
Don't sound too enthused.
No, I got a little more spirit in this. I have a better way of killing myself in mind. Oh, fucking takes forever to roll, and it lands on a nat 20.
Whew.
Don't even need it.
Boy.
I mean, this
Need to
one's not
remind you
hurt
I'm
yet.
using frosty dice tonight. What?
This one's not hurt yet, so it's a good time to get one.
Oh, okay. So
Time to be alive.
that's 7 damage.
Total?
Plus whatever crit does.
You double the roll on the die, and then add your
Okay, then
modifier.
oh.
So what did you roll
That
on the
was a
die?
6, that's 12.
So 12, and then
plus 1.
So 13.
13.
All right, he is very injured. But it is Ace's turn, and you still have the witch bolt on the one right in front of you.
It's just gonna glare at the one that slapped him on the wrist, and he's just gonna flick his finger to send another shock through.
All right, roll damage.
Let's just burn my action there and deal 6 more lightning damage to this man.
That is enough as he finishes cooking.
Ding goes the oven.
Yep. It is now
Here's
Ayal.
a boggle I made earlier.
Alright, screw it. I'll do insightful fighting on the last remaining one just to
You don't actually have to because you have an ally next to him, I will say.
Oh, okay, so yeah. I'll just roll an attack then.
Yep.
That is a 15.
That is a hit.
Alright. So I get sneak attack plus. First things first, that is an 8 plus 4 for
He's
the
dead.
rapier.
He's dead.
He's dead.
He's dead.
These are not very powerful
That man?
entities.
King dead.
And
Let me just roll the sneak attack. Come on.
if you want. But they are
10.
good.
So 22.
Even more. Even better.
The man is missed.
The man has missed. Yeah, 22 damage.
The boggles are dead. And you are again alone in the room.
To
Talos is
not
going
arouse
to
suspicion.
going to start cutting off their hands.
Even going to ask.
To not arouse suspicion, I'm going to cast Cure Wounds on myself because 9 out of 27 is not a safe place to be.
Hmm.
Are you okay?
I think Sylvia is.
Sylvia's at 8.
Oh, come over here then. I'll do a different one.
Come here, tiny drunk person.
What's the? There's one here I
I'm
can do.
dying and nobody cares. This is the usual
Relax, Jesus Christ.
Matters cares.
Anyway, so Thalos will take all of the Boglin hands.
They're called boggles.
Boggles, Boglins, Boogles. He's gonna take the Beagle hands. The Bagel hands.
Bagels.
And he's gonna go to the statue
Okay.
in the one room.
Mm-hmm.
You want to be entertained? Let me give you a hand.
And he's gonna start chucking Boglin hands at the shield.
Nothing seems to happen. Although I'll let Ayal make a intelligence check.
Intelligence?
Yeah.
Alright, see if IL's more intelligent than the rest of us, because apparently we're not.
Sylvia,
plus
you
3,
regain
21.
21.
8 hit points.
Oh,
You remember that
You're welcome.
Blue Alley was supposedly built by a wizard named Kaliar.
A wizard named Taylor?
Kaliar. Keilier.
Do I
Or
know
Kaliar.
anymore?
Kaliar. Or
Like they were mad or something?
just that he was he supposedly built it as a means of entertainment for himself, just to kill people in the most extravagant ways possible.
Oh, so he's just there to be there. There's nothing actually for him.
Maybe.
Let's see if we can break that shield.
What do you do?
What was the...
What?
Hmm?
You cut out.
I'm trying to think. I'm dissecting that phrase in my head.
surprised we actually stopped playing Dragon Heist at this point and we're just playing Dungeon of the Mad Mage.
This is
Stuff
sort of
those
a
assholes in that thing's mouth.
this is sort of a taste of what Dungeon of the Mad Mage would be like, probably. It's not actually part of Undermountain, but it is a similar flavor.
He's only saying that as a distraction. We swapped modules.
Why did you tell me? Is there anything special about this mage that?
All that really tells you is that this statue is probably a statue of that wizard. Now, there might be things you can try with that information.
Well, Dallas already tried to throw hands at it.
Dallas will pick up Sylvia and throw Sylvia at the statue.
Sylvia bounces off.
Throw the corpse of the things at it. I don't know.
I mean, I could reanimate one of them. I think. Yeah.
Well, it also occurs to you that you might not have all the pieces you need for this puzzle yet.
Oh, okay. Let's go forward.
All right.
North door it is.
Going forward, you walk down a set of stairs heading east, which then turns into a passageway heading north once again. I'm just going to use cardinal directions to help orient all of you. This hallway has a number of doors. First, a door on the east wing, then a set of doors, then further down the hallway, 2 doors at the same spot on the east and west wings, parallel to each other. Immediately beyond that, a door on the west wing, and then finally a door at the end of the hallway to the north.
It's a lot of doors.
Yep. So a total of
Time
5.
for scanning.
Scanning?
Time. Yeah, owl scanning initiated.
Stand in the middle of the fucking T section. I guess it's more of a plus section hallway. Just head spinning.
Well, that's a 19
Just go
plus
forward
7.
first.
26, my friend.
It doesn't seem like there's anything you can particularly learn from the hallway.
All right.
Shit.
Well, there's only one thing to do here with all these doors. Scooby Dooby Doo, where are you?
Let's
Oh my
I'm
God.
smart, gang.
game.
I'll take Daphne
Why do you always get Daphne?
because
Fuck
they
does
have
that make me?
sex off screen. That's why.
Oh God.
Which one's Daphne? The closest one would be Sylvia.
Oh
That's
no.
very true.
I'm pretty sure that Reese is our Daphne.
Oh God.
Reese is a lot
Fine.
smarter than Daphne.
I guess Ayala's Daphne.
Yeah.
Anybody but Sylvia in this case.
Sylvia's basically Shaggy.
I
Yeah.
mean, no, wait, but Daphne's a redhead and Sylvia's a redhead, just shorter.
Yeah, but Sylvia is basically Shaggy. Just remove the weed with booze.
Anyway.
Fine.
Ayala would be.
You're the only one with an animal companion.
I would be Thelma. Yeah.
I think Thala is Shaggy here.
Anyway.
Just replace the weed with Ed.
All right, let's go.
Anyway.
Just replace the weed with murder.
Coming back into character here.
You are, technically.
All right. Are we throwing Sylvia through a door or not?
Game for that idea.
I second this motion.
I'll choose my own door, guys. I'll just choose one that's like straight in front of me.
So the closest one in that case?
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh. You don't charge in like you have to have like a -4 in intelligence to be scrappy. Da-da-da-da-da.
I
Death
Fun-
power.
one sec.
I love that.
Okay.
Friend number 4 smiles. Their mouth is full of secret soup.
This is a different one. This is the lawyer one.
What? What
Yeah.
was the Olive Garden one?
Oh,
No.
I'm sorry. There are some things you can actually notice from the hallway. One sec. Funnily enough,
Oh,
I was not actually expecting you guys to go straight to Blue Alley tonight.
Expecting us what?
To go straight to Blue Alley. This kind caught me a little off guard.
Okay.
Well, you pushed it, so congratulations.
I was planning to push a lot of things.
Shut up.
There were some things we didn't get to.
Shut up.
Opens up interdimensional rift. Spine Ripper. Oh no! Now
Break it up with.
are we
Okay.
finally going to have the Spine Ripper crossover episode?
No, over my dead body.
The production company has seized the copyright on that. It's not happening.
So I forgot to mention one thing you do notice from this hallway is there is a phrase inscribed above the doorway closest to you, the one that Reese was about to open. And that phrase says, "Take only what you can truly afford."
Take only what?
What you can truly afford.
Well, I guess I already have everything.
Trash.
Honestly, what does Sylvia already have?
All right, Sylvia, let's see what you can afford.
As you open the door, the room is filled to the brim with coins of all types. It seems like at least thousands of gold pieces.
Well,
So, do we double our gold piece by taking what?
I ain't taking any of that. Are you kidding me? This is a setup if I've ever seen one.
Are any of you proficient with either jeweler's tools or arcana?
Repeat that because you cut out.
Look in your tool proficiencies. Are any of you proficient with jeweler's tools?
I am proficient with bagpipes.
Or with the arcana skill? Either of those proficiencies.
Damn it, where's Shaw when you need her? Where's proficiencies?
No, I'm not proficient in Arcana.
It should be the bottom left.
Also not proficient in Arcana or with jeweler's items.
If bagpipes and a dice set work.
Got playing cards and I'm proficient with thieves' tools.
I'm proficient with the flute.
All right.
And
I'm gonna lean over to Ace and be like, "Hey, so I just forgot I had an entire playing card set with me."
So do I. They're actually pretty common.
All right.
I all forgot you had a flute.
So what do you? What to do?
Ace is just kind of staring at this room like I want to. Vicious.
I'm gonna pick up one. Count 'em, one coin.
I'm picturing the Homer Simpson meme where Homer is just like backing up into a bush, but it's Sylvia backing up into a pile of coins.
Just to see what happens, I'm gonna pick up one coin.
Okay. You take one. Oh, I forgot to mention there is also a door to the south in this room.
There are what?
There is also another door to the south in this room.
Oh, okay.
So you're taking one. Anyone else taking anything?
Nope, Dallas is going to leave it alone, and he's going to go to the door at the end of the room filled with gold.
I'm going to take one platinum.
So the equivalent of 10 gold.
Yes.
Well, Sylvia's going to fucking die.
How much do I fit in a handful?
Sylvia, walk out the door again. Come back in. See what happens.
Okay. I'll walk out the door and go back in.
As you walk out the door, suddenly you feel yourself weighed down by 10 pounds.
By what?
10 pounds. You feel 10 pounds heavier.
Boy.
So I just said I'm picking up one coin.
Yeah. Have you left the room yet?
No, but I
Okay.
didn't specify what coin I picked up. Does it matter?
They're all gold.
It's gold.
Oh, okay.
You're basically saying how much gold do you want to take?
Oh, yeah, no, I just picked up one.
That's an interesting thing. All right.
Can you take the gold with you, or is the gold just going to be that heavy?
You can
Forever.
you have to take weighed. Yeah, it's weighed currency. basically.
I have an idea. Let's see. Well, if it's weight currency, how much is my? What's my?
I can take
Checking my weight. I'm checking
My carrying capacity is
Technically,
two.
I can do
Yeah,
that.
my carrying capacity is 255. So.
You gonna crush yourself?
Oh no, I have plans for this Wade money.
Can't afford to take much.
So, is it 1 coin weighs 10 pounds?
Sylvia took 10.
1 to 1.
Sylvia
I
took
took
It seems
One
to be
coin.
1 coin to 1 pound.
So 1 pound each.
Yes.
Yeah.
They turn into a pound each. So I'm gonna grab 5.
5. Okay.
Grab 5. I'm assuming you're gonna edit the.
You
I don't know
can.
how to.
It's fine. Just note down how much you took or something.
I'm taking 105.
Okay. Um.
Oh yeah.
Let's see. Who?
Ayel's got all the savings from the bar, so he's gonna stick with that.
Okay. So where do you all? What do you all do now? Do you leave the room? Do you go to the other door?
I'll go to the other door at the end of the room.
I think I will too.
I will follow Alice.
Yeah.
I'm gonna be using that gold to fucking smack people. That gold's a weapon. Wade gold? Put that shit on a fucking rope and use it as a flail.
as you go through this door, this rectangular room is built of stone and featureless, save for a set of black iron gates set into the southern wall. Yes, just a set of gates.
Scanning for everyone.
Hacking noises.
Hacking noise.
Aiel's my favorite. Look how calm
I
you
can
are.
see everything.
I only got a 15 this time. 16.
Yeah, you don't notice anything unusual about them.
All right. So who? Guess the gates.
What are you doing? Anything?
Apparently, we're all standing in a semicircle around the gate, staring at it.
All right, just staring at them.
I'm gonna cast Mage Hand again and try to open the gates.
Nothing. You can't seem to budge them with the mage hand.
Ayel's gonna slowly walk up and touch
Or
the
something
gate.
about touching the gates.
Okay, Isle. When you touch the gates, a magic mouth, a mouth materializes above them.
Ooh.
Or actually in the ceiling, and intones, "Beyond these gates lies paradise. Enter them as you entered life, and you may yet find it. Grasp the jewel and grasp the iron, then be whisked away to the truest of rewards."
So we need a jewel and then to funnel these gates.
Well put, Reese.
You're
All
welcome.
right. So we need a. We said we need. I guess we need a tool. So I guess we go back to the main chamber.
Do you go back into the hallway?
And
Yeah,
then
we
we
don't have a duel.
Are you guys going back into the hallway?
Yeah.
Yes.
All right. As you go back into the hallway, Reese, you feel a little heavier. Ace, you feel 5 pounds heavier. Thalos, you are weighed down by 105 pounds, and you feel an odd sensation come over you, Thalos. You think you have just... Well, you feel, like, clumsier? And I will explain to you what that means in a moment. Ayal, you feel almost a lightness of spirit as you exit the hallway. Also, as you enter the hallway, a magic mouth forms in the hallway, which says, "Oh, so we got a so it looks like some of you were smart, or at least one of you."
Wow, fuck you too, random mouth in the hallway.
Yeah.
Thalos is gonna take the weighed gold and feed it to the mouth.
It doesn't seem to take. The mouth appears to be just like a painting on the wall. It says, it must be weighing you down right now. What did the greedy gold digger say? Mine, mine, mine.
Yes, thank you for
That's
noticing.
funny, 'cause he's like the least greedy one here.
Yeah,
I don't know why he took all that coin.
Yeah,
See,
why
I
is
just
it-
want to take the weighed gold to use it as a weapon.
Oh my god.
yeah, so I think you're going to you sir, you dark elf looking individual. I think you're going to have trouble doing things for a bit. Think you might find
He
yourself.
just called you a drow.
Yes, I think you might find yourself slightly cursed at the moment for taking so much. As for you, bird boy, congratulations, you're blessed. Enjoy it while you can.
Congratulations, enjoy it while you can. What did I get?
First of all, the magic mouth vanishes. Ayal, you are under the effect of a bless spell.
A what?
A bless spell. And what that does.
Oh, I can do that.
Do you want to tell him what it does?
Wait, I think I could do that. Hold on.
Or
Or at least I've seen it before.
So,
Go ahead, say it.
Ayal, when you make an attack or saving throw before the spell ends, and you don't know when it's going to end, you can roll a d4 and add that to it. So
Just once?
Just while it's active. All of
So
your
every time while it's active.
all of your attacks and saving throws get plus a d4.
Okay.
Not checks,
So
mind you.
it's the opposite of my bane.
Yes. As for Thalos, you currently have. Actually, I'll say you get the full knowledge of how this curse works. You have disadvantage on skill and ability checks until either you receive a remove curse spell or you spend 5 days performing community service.
Wait, so what? Wait, what is it?
You have disadvantage on skill and ability checks until you get a remove curse spell or spend 5 days performing community service.
Eh.
That's fun.
So disadvantage on checks, basically.
Okay.
For taking over 100. That was the threshold.
So if I took 99,
Probably.
mm.
But at any rate, there are.
I write down only take 99 of things now.
Oh no. Write that down.
At any rate, there are 4 more doors in this hallway.
Alright, I'll bite the bullet this time and go to the next one on the left. Because this one was on the left and there's another one that's parallel to the one on the right, right?
So this one was on the eastern wall.
East. So there's one on the east, and then there's 2 on east and west that are parallel. And then there's one on the west.
Next up are the parallel ones on either side, then one on the west, and then the northern.
So I have a question for you.
Hmm?
Is it 5 days accumulated time, or is it you spend some time a day doing community service?
5 days doing significant time community service.
Because that's 2 very different things.
Yes.
Because you're talking 24 times 5.
I'd
Time
say
accumulated.
it would need to be 5 consecutive days doing at least 6 hours.
All right.
Alright, Ayala's going to go to the next one on the east.
Next one on the east. All right.
He's just going to push it open and not go through.
Yeah, you push it open.
Push it open. Kaboom.
Kaboom.
Kaboom. Roll new character.
Okay, first of all, in this room there is another door on the northern wall. So you came in through the east, and there's a door on the northern wall. It's a pretty wide square room, similar size and shape to the one with the gold. This room also has a winding path of bright yellow tiles that lead from the western door to the northern. Well, it's west relative, I guess. But yeah, from this door to the northern one. The walls are all decorated with intensely detailed murals depicting seemingly Helmite funerary rituals pertaining to the god Helm, that is, as well as a dozen mages, all holding the holy symbol of Mistra in the background. And inscribed on the west wall, so directly ahead of you, are the words, "Get through."
There's what?
The words, "Get through."
I guess we have to follow the winding pathway?
Sure.
You go first.
Me?
I'll go first.
Oh, sure, Sandra.
No, let Bird Boy go first.
Let the drunk go first.
This is a shit on Sylvia day.
Everywhere. This bird is showing us the way. Why would you let a drunk show you the way?
You seem to be having quite a lot of fun in that one room, so why not this one too?
No, I'm gonna pass. You can't convince a drunk with nothing.
Except alcohol. The fuck are you doing?
I doubt you have anything, priest boy.
Oh, you're gonna regret that.
Alice is gonna sign and start walking the yellow brick road.
All right.
Skins.
Elton John intensifies. So
You know what? For kicks, I also start skipping down the yellow brick road.
dogs of society have can't keep me locked in your penthouse. Going back to
Anything happen?
If you're staying on the yellow path, you are fine, and you make it to the other side of the room.
Okay.
I also gonna yell, "Hey guys, why did the air cross our road?"
I don't want to know.
You're gonna get burned if you make this into a damn joke.
I was gonna open the door.
Okay, as you open the door, as you open the door, you see into a globe-like spherical chamber. Wait, no, sorry, that's not right. I don't know why I thought that. It is a normal chamber, but all of the surfaces seem to be a mirror. Basically one big mirror. So it's a very disorienting effect as you enter, and down and up all look the same as you see like the room going into infinity. Standing in the middle of the room is a 3-foot-tall statue of a rearing unicorn.
Neat.
Hey Sylvia, there's a unicorn in here.
And actually, if you recall, when Merc first told you about Blue Alley, he mentioned an item called the Celestite Unicorn that he was interested in acquiring.
Oh, that's right.
Oh.
I guess I'm not gonna. He said it's a 3-foot-tall unicorn. I'm probably not gonna be able to pick that damn thing up.
But as you look back at the door, the other side of it has words written on it. And the words read, "Everything you see is mine."
Bitch, I ain't yours.
I kind of want to chop the horn off of the unicorn.
Don't you even dare.
Room.
Don't do it. You saw what happened with just the coins.
Perception check.
Okay.
See infinity through this mirror.
I'll cure all.
I'm going to perceive
Perception
through
Let's see Infinity. Your eyes are gonna
I
burn.
hate you.
You can see forever.
I see Shava on the other side.
I see everything.
You look into the mirror. You stare deep into the void. Out of the void calls back. Hold on now.
I was gonna say you see a tall man in a trench coat.
I see a what?
A tall man in a trench coat.
Geraldo.
You see it. What are you doing here?
One of my reflections.
I'm Infinity, don't you know?
Yeah, one of my reflections, thousands of ways away, does not show me but a man in a trench coat.
Yeah, exactly.
Your reflection sweats nervously, puts on a fake mustache, and steps out of the mirror.
So what do you do?
Smash the mirror.
What was the thing? Everything you see is mine?
Everything you see is mine.
I want that unicorn horn.
Then just close your eyes and take the shit.
I want my unicorn. This is my unicorn.
If you can't see it, it's not theirs.
Is that
That's true. Holy crap.
is Ayala currently the only one in the room still?
So?
I followed him over.
Okay.
I
Yeah.
followed him.
We're
I was
working.
gonna kick Sylvia out.
I'm surprised Sylvia was able to follow a specific line, being as drunk as she was.
As you kick as you kick Sylvia out, everything Sylvia is wearing and carrying vanishes and appears in the middle of the room.
Naked. Thalos is going to look at the naked midget and go,
Don't you
Ace is gonna give you the weirdest stink eye.
Thalos is just going to keep looking at you.
Oh my god.
I also
Carlos, quit being such a fucking horn dog.
You think I'll care or horn for that? No, I'm doing this because it makes it feel uncomfortable.
I don't need any of those. All I need are my fists in your face.
You want to fight me, you naked midget?
Fine.
Oh no. No.
Alright, I was gonna try Thalos' actually intelligent plan.
Okay.
And close his eyes and try to pick up the statue and
All
back
right.
up.
You can pick up the unicorn. That is just fine. As you watch Ayal leave the room with his eyes closed, nothing happens.
Bitch, called it.
Alright.
Thalos will close his eyes and step out.
Just sitting here.
Well, go get him. You want him? Go get him.
Ace is just gonna close his eyes and follow suit.
Alright, I also carrying a 3-foot statue.
I'm going to sadly shuffle back into the room,
Okay.
grab my clothes, close my eyes, and walk out the door and say, "This isn't the first time I've been through this."
I don't want to know. I don't want to know.
I think we asked.
I don't want to know. I don't want to know.
And I'll just
don't
put my clothes back
want
on.
to know.
I want to know. I never wanted to know. And I still don't want to know.
Alright. Do you guys follow the path back to the hallway?
That's
Alright.
all the old Rick Road.
Mm-hmm.
With the unicorn.
Alright, I got my unicorn. I kind of need to keep this safe. So, yeah, good luck, guys. I was gonna start walking back.
Oh, might
You
as
aren't
well,
interested in like literally anything else that might be in here.
might as well just leave.
What am I gonna do carrying a 3-foot tall unicorn that might be priceless?
Put it near the exit. We'll come back and get it.
Yeah,
Or
what if
someone
we're
else
not
takes
able to
it.
get out until we finish the damn thing?
Oh, anyone else who comes in here is probably gonna die.
They could literally just walk in, take the statue, and leave.
Directly next to the exit. What do you have to sign for? I don't know.
But we didn't see if we can just straight up leave without finishing this place.
Yeah, let's see if we can leave.
Do you guys make your way back?
Yeah.
Okay. You make your way back to the entrance, and as you try to walk out, you find yourself stopped from the same wall of force that stopped you from getting in without writing your name in the guest book.
What did I fucking say?
All right, back forward.
All right then.
I also still carrying this damn thing.
Can the
Put it down
unicorn
and we
make
need
it
to fight
through?
again.
No, anything you are carrying cannot make it through.
What?
It is a mystical wall of force. Nothing can pass through it.
Sounds to me more like a bullshit plot device.
Or it sounds like
Do I have to add this to my inventory or something?
sounds like
It
something
sounds like a test.
sounds like something that without this would not be a very entertaining death trap for the wizard who built it.
Good point there. It's less of a plot device and more of why wouldn't he stop you from leaving once you enter?
All right, let's go back forward and guess one on the west wall. Across from this.
Build a death trap and just let people back out.
And as a reminder, there's still the gold path to the west, the 2 doors before the secret door.
I
I'm gonna
guess
go
we'll
open that
take
up.
the gold path.
Or you can
What's
go
that?
back to the hallway. It's
Let's
up
go
to
back to the hallway and finish all the doors we didn't open.
Okay.
Nah, do the gold path. We need to find a way out.
Isn't the gold path the one through the gold room? We don't have the gem for the gates.
No,
No.
no.
That's back in the silver path.
He means
In the
Oh,
beginning, there's a
Right,
silver path and a gold
right.
path.
Yeah,
On
the
silver and
tiers.
gold.
Yeah.
Silver and gold.
It's up to you.
I vote silver path. I want to finish what I started.
Fine,
vote
let's finish the
gold
silver
path.
path. Let's at least finish the silver path.
I mean,
Or get through as much of it as we can and then go back to the gold.
That's 2 and 1. Look from the last 2 votes.
Oh,
Sylvia says gold.
that's
2
2 and
and
2.
2.
Who's the
Ace.
tiebreaker?
Ace. What do you want to do, buddy?
He's gonna look between the 2 groups.
Ace, I never asked for this.
No, you have to. You're choosing between.
Just looks dead at Thales and Sylvia. Well, I certainly don't trust the 2 of you, so I'm going with those 2.
Yeah, the sane one's on one side, the insane one's on the other.
Yeah.
All right.
Ace, how can you do this to me? I thought of you as a brother.
So
Yeah, you and I have never thought of each other as siblings.
So are you going back to the hallway you were just in, or are you checking out?
Yes.
Okay.
All right, we'll go to the west one, across from the one I found in the unicorn.
All right. This is another very small closet-y chamber, like the one with the statue. The walls of this chamber are lined with red clay bricks, and at the far end is what appears to be a circular pit with a diameter of 8 feet. The room is hot as you enter, it's humid, and it smells of ash, and the pit glows a fiery red.
Perception.
I mean,
You stick your eyes in it.
I mean, you
What?
can look. You can also look.
Where's
You can just.
the fun in that?
There's no chance. What?
All right, rolling.
Perception is the new uncanny dodge. You
Why
went
do
for
I keep rolling
perception.
19s plus 7s? Playing 6 again.
Wow.
He's the investigator.
Wait.
He's
Wait, did
doing
you? What
his
did you?
job.
What did you say? Did you say 2 19s?
No, I keep every time I roll. Well, every time except once, I've rolled for an investigation check. I've rolled a 19, so
Okay.
add 7, 26.
Gotcha. And technically, it doesn't matter, but you also get a plus D4 to that.
What?
You also get a plus D4 to that roll from your.
Oh yeah,
From
Because of your
bless.
bless.
because I'm blessed.
Yep. But
So
as
plus
you
2, so
but as-
28.
but as you look into the pit, it appears to be
That's Thursday.
it's fire. There's a and at the bottom of the 40-foot pit, it's 40 feet deep. There are 2 small creatures. They appear to be these also sort of impish in nature, but they have a sort of molten appearance and countenance to them, and they have flames licking off of them. And they appear to be the ones responsible for keeping the pit on fire. You also see at the bottom of the pit, covered by ashes, seems to be a pile of gold, silver, and copper slag melted. And with your perception check, you also notice what appears to be a small glowing stone at the bottom of the pit.
Mhm.
Would that be the gem that we need?
It appears to be a moonstone with your perception.
Alright, so it might be something we need later.
Probably a gem, yeah.
Pee on the imps.
They are not
Piss
imps.
on
I will
the
say that.
imps.
They're not imps, but they sort of have a similar look. That's all.
On the Magmans.
Well, whatever. Thaus is pissing on one of them.
It sort of jumps back and jabbers at you in a language you don't understand. Unless one of you speaks Ignan.
Nope.
No.
Speaks what?
Ignan.
Ignan.
No.
Work.
I got my unicorn.
You're the boy with wings. Can't you just fly down there, grab the stone, and fly back up?
Yeah, get burned alive and grab molten slag.
I don't think pouring alcohol on it would work.
It's a bit big for me to put out with prestidigitation, so
If only we had the
The decanter of endless water.
yeah. This one. Yeah.
I just geyser straight in there.
Yeah. Kaiser! Just like hold it over. Kaiser!
Good God.
Like rockets into the ceiling.
You also have access to a certain magic that might help here.
Oh, Mage Hand! Mage Hand! Mage Boy!
Yeah, use it, you dingus.
Don't call me a dingus. None of you thought of it either.
We had a voice whisper in our head. It sounded like basically like Arizona.
Oh, hang on. Quinn, didn't you say the pit was 40 feet deep?
Oh, is that out of range? Oh, yeah.
A lot of dinguses. It can only go 30 feet before it vanishes.
Then fly close-ish enough so that you
I
can
can't
grab it without
fly.
burning.
I'll carry you.
Yeah, there you go.
What if we tie a rope to him and lower him down?
I mean, yeah.
I'm
we
kind
could
of
do
I'm
that.
kind of all about this. I'm being honest.
It's all
Want the rope or me flying?
Yeah, let's tie a rope to Ace and lower him down to the point where he can use Mage Hand.
Let's do it.
I think the one who gets to decide about that is Ace.
Let's do it.
All right. Either I'm carrying you or we're lowering you down. What do you want to do?
Or both. We could have
I'll holding a rope.
Get you with that.
Like set up a pulley system.
I think a rope will do just fine. Why don't we do a rope and have Ayal on standby as the safety net?
The safety.
Yeah. Let's do it.
Just his nose. Fine.
You'll be okay.
All right. Just
I'm not.
Reese,
Certainly
you're
won't be
holding
like-
the rope.
did you say Reese?
Yeah, Reese is holding the rope.
Okay. In that case, Reese, just give me an athletics check. Pretty easy.
Isle's on standby.
You said athletics.
Yes.
That's 19 plus 1,
You're fine.
so modified 20.
Yeah, you start to carefully lower Ace. The two creatures look up seemingly in curiosity, but they don't make any hostile moves.
All right,
Yeah.
mage-handed.
Mage hand for the gem.
All right, easily done. Your mage hand appears, grasps the gem, and floats up. The creatures don't react, don't try to attack you or anything. And yeah, you're able to lift him back up, and you've secured a moonstone worth 27 gold.
Holding on to this.
Unless we need to use it for that weird mouth gate thing.
Holding on to it for now.
Alright.
All right, next door. This is fun.
Dungeon crawl.
Dungeon crawl.
It's a classic for a reason.
Is that a homebrewed item, Quinn? Because I'm not seeing it when I try to search it.
It's not a magic item. It's just a type of gem called a moonstone, and it's worth 20. It's an art. Well, it's like a Just like you get it like a gem worth gold. That's all.
Actually, if it is actually a gem, let's go back and try it on gate first.
Do you want to do that?
Paradise might be the way out. Just saying.
Who's gonna do it?
I'm carrying my unicorn.
What? We dipped Ace down into there, so do you want to do the thing?
You want to do the honors? You want to open up Paradise?
I'm not risking that. One of you can do it.
Fine, I'll do it.
Oh, yeah, let the cleric open up Paradise.
Sure, I'll pass Reese the Moonstone.
Okay.
I'm gonna hold the moonstone in one hand and fondle the gate into the
As you walk into the room and you grasp the gate, again the mouth appears and says, "Beyond these gates lies paradise. Enter them as you entered life, and you may yet find it. Grasp the jewel and grasp the ire, and then be whisked away to the truest of rewards."
You cut out.
Though when did I?
Where's Donoghue?
Where
He's
did I?
dead again.
He died.
Really?
Quinn.
I'm still.
DM suffered a fatal heart attack.
Quinn.
Oof.
Oh.
Is
there
that
he
better?
is.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
You said grasp the jewel and then you cut out.
Grasp the jewel and grasp the iron, and then be whisked away to the truest of rewards.
As
Okay,
you
I'm
enter
doing
life-
that.
How do we enter life?
Naked. Does Reese have to be naked?
Oh god.
Kicking and screaming and covered in bodily fluids?
You entered life naked.
All
I
right,
swear to
Sylvia.
God, if any of you stare at me.
Strip!
Sylvia.
Strips.
Oh, not Sylvia.
I was made for this moment.
Not too late. I already fucking stripped.
Yeah, he says his back turned. He's not putting up with this.
Dallas is just gonna stand there unfazed. Ooh la la.
Oh, shut up. It doesn't even faze him that much.
Like I give a shit. Okay, I'm gonna hold the gem and then grab the iron bars again.
I don't understand you fleshlings.
Hey,
Shut up.
as you grab them, make a wisdom saving throw.
Wisdom saving throw.
Oh my god.
Okay.
Banishment cast on you? Is that what this is?
What?
Nothing.
Shut up.
Oh no.
Oh no, does the game just instantly cast banishment?
It's 18 plus 3?
Okay. Whatever effect was trying to do something to you, it doesn't do anything. But another magic mouth appears and says, "Comedy is the true paradise. Entertain me." And then Reese vanishes.
What?
God damn.
Where did I go?
Reese, you find yourself in an alley strewn with piles of refuse, rags, crates, bottles, rotting food, and worse. The walls are stained with graffiti and filth. You smell dried vomit and human waste.
Ew.
And you are half.
Man, is pure rubbish.
You find yourself buried in a mound of trash.
Gross.
Trash boy.
This is a trash compactor.
That sounds like Star
Remember,
Wars.
this could have been me.
That sounds like Spinerper's Paradise.
Good, no one knows.
The bread.
And you also have the gem with you. I will say, the moonstone.
Said it's worth what, 27 gold?
Yep.
And
Okay, I'm
you're,
gonna use some rags to fashion some not clothes.
and you're fucking
Were you
naked.
were you not holding your clothes while you?
Oh, I guess I would have been. I
So
thought
then
you
you
had to
still
be, like,
have your
completely
clothes.
naked.
You still have your stuff with you.
Okay, then I'll just
How
put
is
it
he-
back
how
on
is
and
he
walk
holding
home.
the clothes? He's holding the gem in one
You
hand.
have to hold
I,
the
like,
gem in
drape
one
them
hand
over
and
my
the gate
arm.
the other.
You just drape your clothes over your arm. It's not
Yeah.
hard.
As you exit this alley, you find yourself back on the street from which you entered Blue Alley. This is sort of another offshoot nearby the guest book.
Damn. Okay.
You might be able to go back in if you want.
I don't like I want to go back in. I
What you
smell
could
like
do is
garbage.
you could go back in, and then we could all get out via the stone. That way,
We all stripped naked and touched the stone.
I'm gonna write a note.
Okay.
Well, you have the
Explaining
stone.
that I got out with it and toss the stone in.
In the alley?
No, through the door.
Oh,
The entrance to the dungeon thing.
put it back in the...
With the note.
Okay.
Because I don't want to go back in there. Fuck that.
You are just leaving them?
I'm gonna go take a shower and come back.
Reese
My God.
Reese just leaves. Reese just pisses off.
Have fun, folks. Well, I'm pretty sure if they end up like not getting any further because of it, they'll come around back past the entrance
Well, we still need
to
a
go
gem.
through the gold door. What?
We still need a gem. Damn
I
it.
know, I tossed it through the door with a note explaining that it got me out.
Oh, you didn't say the gem. You just said a note.
It also conveniently doesn't explain where it lands you.
So what are the rest of you doing as you see your cleric vanish?
All right.
That's a
He's
hell of
either
a-
dead or outside.
Don't know that he could be deeper in the dungeon.
Well, let's just say he's probably where he wants to be.
I hate you.
That will be that would answer yes to either question.
I guess there's nothing more for us in this room since he had the gem.
All right, well, let's go. Let's go to the other rooms, I guess.
All right.
Yeah.
Next up, the door past the incinerator room.
Yes.
All right. I guess it's just the four of you now.
Then there were four.
Actually, Reese, as you're walking, I'll say this, Reese, as you're walking back to take a shower or whatever,
Yeah.
you hear a voice
Uh-huh.
in your mind, and you've heard this once before, when you were called to Blackstaff Tower.
Okay.
It says, it is the familiar voice of the Blackstaff, and she says, "I have a new mission for you on behalf of the Grey Hands. Come to Blackstaff Tower at your earliest convenience. Bring the halfling."
Ah, fuck.
You.
It's not the situation. We have your midget.
We
Fuck the midget, you let us out.
Fuck you. I gave you the stone back. You can get out.
We don't know that.
You don't know that yet.
That's
very
true.
We don't
And
know.
as the rest of you open the door, you see rows of workbenches line this room, each covered in detritus of experiments long finished. There are scorch marks that dot the scene, and the stench of fire and acid assail the senses. Beakers, vials, and buckets of unidentifiable arcane goo can be seen around this area. There is a lot in this room of just various arcane stuff.
Ew.
Perception.
This would be an investigation, actually.
Investigation, same thing. 24.
A little different.
I have +7 to both. It doesn't matter.
Oh, okay.
As you search through all of this stuff, you find one potion that you see a potion that might be useful. It looks like a potion of healing, but there's something odd about it. You're not sure.
Does it
Potion
make,
of healing, huh? Sylvia, get over here.
does it make you drunk?
Probably
Makes you drunk.
Well, I do need some healing.
All right, open your mouth.
Glug glug.
Okay, one moment.
Oh, God.
Jay, we found Glug Glug.
Glug, glug, my son.
Sylvia, why don't you roll a D100 for me? As you drink what is 2 potions of healing that have been mixed together,
Oh.
which can have unpredictable results.
Oh no, potion mixing.
Let's roll 2 of these.
So a D10 and a D100, right?
Correct.
Natural 100. Natural 1, Sylvia dies.
88.
88. All right.
Oh,
Both
69.
both potions work normally.
Ew.
So you get a total of actually the equivalent. It would be the equivalent of a greater potion of healing. So 4d4 plus 4.
Oh.
4d4 plus 4.
Correct.
Two,
7.
3, 10,
10. 14.
14.
Also, as some fun facts, if you'd gotten a 1, it would have created an explosion that dealt 6d10 force damage.
Oh my god.
If you had gotten a 2 through an 8, it would have become a poison of the DM's choice. And there are some other fun things that could have happened too.
Wow,
That means on
now I'm
100.
fully healed.
Nothing wacky happens to Sylvia today.
For the fun of it, I just rolled 60-10 to see what would happen.
Yeah, that can be bad. It can't.
A lot of damage.
That's a lot of damage.
I sawed your health in half.
And you don't have
No,
your cleric.
he would have
More
just
than half.
sawed our characters in half. Like, all... The only one to survive that.
Wait, how do you roll a 1?
That would be a 0 on the 100 and a 1 on the other.
I didn't know the 100 had a 0.
Well, it has a 0, which means a 0 in the tens place normally, or if you get a 0, or if you get the 10 on the other die as well, then it's a nat 100.
So if I rolled a 0, 0, and a 0,
That's 100.
that's 100. Okay, because
Yeah.
on mine it would tell me it's a 10.
Right. Some D10s print a 10, some print a 0. It's the same thing. All right. So that's what you can find in this room.
I just rolled a nat 100 twice.
Wow.
Try to burn the rolls.
What you guys doing?
Is there another
What
room?
happened?
Yes, I'm
Not
heading
100.
back.
I think that was the last room of the silver.
There's
No, there's one more.
There's one door to the north that you haven't done yet.
That's
Then
the
we'll do
opposite
that
side of what
one.
we came through
Do
originally.
that one, I guess. There's nothing else.
Yeah. What would
Yeah.
happen if she got a nat 100? I don't know.
A nat 100. In this case, it specifically says to ignore that. Basically, normally a nat 100 on potion mixing makes one effect permanent, which is hard to do for potions of healing. It suggests increasing hit point maximum, but the adventure specifically says to ignore a nat 100 for this one.
Okay, so anyway, to the
Yep.
north.
All right. This is a large chamber, large rectangular chamber that, and the walls are lined with red clay bricks. You see 7 circular metal platforms, each 6 feet in diameter, which are hanging from great iron chains attached to the ceiling. The floor is 20 feet below, but hidden in a thick blanket of smoke that pours from it. Well, it seems to pour from some smoking pots, large cauldrons. There's a window in the southwest corner, which seems to be where the platforms lead, and is protected by iron bars.
Well, there's a secret door in this room.
No, there's a secret door across from it, right?
This is
I
a
believe
barred
Tyler
window.
has that noted down. Or he
And it
should.
says 50 feet south of the bard's window.
Oh,
the
barred
bar?
window.
And the window
Bar?
is in the south of this chamber, which means south.
Oh, I thought you said the bard's window, like an actual bar.
No, barred window.
Okay.
So
All right, so 50 feet south of the bar's window.
yes,
You said this window is in the south.
yes,
So 50 feet from
Damn
that,
it,
there's
so we
a
have to get
secret
over
door.
there.
it would probably be the other side. Yes.
All right, well.
Would I have made it back by now?
Are you going back?
Yeah, I have to.
Yeah, you can make your way back. Are you? Oh, so you're coming back in?
Yeah,
Which way are you going?
You better take that stone with you.
I am taking that stone with me. Thank you very much. I'm gonna head back towards the silver door since the gold one obviously hasn't been opened yet.
There's no door for the.
Oh,
It's just a
Whatever.
T intersection.
well, I'm taking the silver route.
Okay. I'll say make a perception check to see if you can hear the sounds of your companions.
Companion noises.
Oh, companionship.
That is 15 plus 3.
Yeah, okay, you can find your way back to them.
So you're just listening for someone to yell, "Shut up, Sylvia!"
Yes.
Basically.
Sup, don't get too close to me. I smell like garbage.
As Reese rejoins you.
I intended to take care of it, but I have some other priorities at the moment.
Oh, really?
Shut up.
Anyway, you want to fly across, see what's on the other side?
Oh, sure. All right. So what is it? It's a drop off. You said, right? That's
Yeah.
20 feet
Oh yeah, this room is kind of. Forgot you have a flying character.
drop. I'm gonna fly.
Whoops.
Fly, bitches, fly. Fly, you fools.
Just give me a perception check
Perception check.
because you
Good.
love those.
Yeah, sure. I'll give you a perception check. Modified 20.
As you notice on the underside of one of the discs, there is what appears to be a sword dangling from a short copper chain. It's dangling from the westmost disc, so the far one.
The underside?
Yep.
Is there anything special about said sword dangling from a chain?
Maybe.
You're the only one who can go grab that thing safely, Tyler, so it's up to you.
I'm also probably the only one that can reach the door safely.
That one's a little debatable. You're the guaranteed one to make the door safely.
All right,
Go to the
all right,
door, check the door first, then go for the sword second.
Well, it's not a door; it's a window.
Yeah.
Well, no, we're going to the secret door.
You have to get past the window to do that.
Oh, okay.
Because the window is in the south, and you were told that the secret door is south of the thing.
So we might need the sword to open the window because it's barred.
What you want, man?
It's
Screw it,
the
I'm going for the
bard's
sword.
window. The window. Do you have any bread?
Damn it.
I also gonna go for the sword. Screw it.
Okay. You can take the sword easily.
I'm gonna go to the window and stab it.
The bars do not give.
Well, that was that idea. Anyone else have any ideas?
What?
Accurate.
Can I perceive the sword? Investigate the sword?
Oh my fucking
it-
god.
It doesn't. It doesn't really. You can make a perception check.
Perception or investigate? That's what it doesn't matter either way.
Yeah.
23.
It's certainly very fancy, and it's got some runes on the hilt. It might be magic.
Do you believe in magic?
Is it a short sword or a long sword?
It is a long sword.
Oh shit! Let me have that. Let me have that, bird boy. I could use a magic long sword.
They might need this to get out. Alright, is there anything about the barred window that I can tell other than it's barred?
It is barred, and it does not appear. The bars don't appear to be easily opened or destroyed or anything. It's blocked.
Is there any other inscriptions underneath of those plates? Or anything else underneath the plates?
You rolled a high perception, and you didn't see anything.
Okay. Yep, I'm lost.
Guess the sword's
Oh,
it.
wait! Oh yeah. What's the space? Reese,
Ah,
give me the gem. Let's see, because that's iron, right?
just better not break it.
What gem? I'm not gonna smash it against the bars. I'm just gonna grab it.
Just saying, you won't be able to get out. I'm gonna just chuck it at him.
Oh, I'm gonna come and grab it.
Oh.
Reese, I forgot to mention.
What?
When you left the alley, that one gold piece you took from the room,
Yeah.
it crumbled.
Neat. Does that mean I have the weight disadvantage still, or no?
No, the weight is gone.
Cool.
But you can mark off that. If you added that gold piece, you should mark that
I
off.
didn't.
Okay.
I didn't bother.
Okay.
It was just a pound.
All right, I'm gonna grab the gem from Reese and then go back and touch the iron bars.
You touch them, nothing happens.
You gotta remember you have to
Not
be
naked.
Not naked.
You're not naked.
naked, eggs and bacon.
All dressed up and naked.
Shake those tail feathers, bird boy.
Sure, I'll strip.
You go back. You go back naked. Touch the bars. Same result.
All right.
Right, same result is who?
As just before.
Okay, making sure.
You got naked for nothing.
All right, I'm out of ideas. Anyone else got any ideas?
Yeah, let's fucking leave, and I could use that sword.
Just judging by the architecture of what you've gone through, it's possible that the gold path might loop around to the other
That's what I
side.
was thinking. The gold path just loops around, and that's where you want the barred window. It probably loops around, and the window probably sees into the gold path, so the secret door can be accessed via the gold path.
All right, well, let's get out of here. I guess we can do the path later.
How do we intend to get out?
Well, she got out somehow. I mean, he got out somehow. Keep on
Get
saying
out through the
no.
gate,
Yeah, need I tell you, it's not that pleasant.
but it's a way out.
Yeah.
The only way out we know of right now.
So
Unless you want to go skinny dipping in a pile of garbage.
Let's.
Sounds like a
Be my guest.
No, I'm not gonna. That sentence.
All right, let's go.
Thalos definitely could use that sword, you know.
Let's all strip.
It's a long sword, you said, right?
Yeah, I use long swords.
I was wondering if I could use it, but I probably can't. Oh no, I can use long swords.
They're not that good for you though, because I don't think you can get. I don't know if you can get sneak attack off of them.
No, you need a dexterous
Attack
weapon for that.
Do you?
You need a finesse weapon.
I don't. No, I don't. All finesse does is allow you to swap for your dex.
I think there's some.
With a finesse or a ranged weapon. Okay, so
Yeah, finesse or ranged weapon is required for sneak attack.
Long swords are versatile.
All right, Talos, take it.
Yee.
All right, I will add this moon-touched longsword to your equipment.
a lot of moon stuff in here.
Moon touched.
Oops. Added.
Yee.
Might have to refresh.
Yep.
So who wants to go through the gate first?
Well, it's not. We have to go at the same
We have to
time.
go at the same time.
I should. But,
I mean, technically, we could keep passing the stone back in.
well, you want to
No,
be
we should
careful.
always go at once.
Hold on. You want to be careful because that coin I had from the room completely dissolved when I left. So if you intend on keeping that statue, keep in mind that that's a risk you should be willing to take. That it might dissolve once you're out.
I didn't take any gold, so.
She said the statue might dissolve, though.
Yeah. Your unicorn?
Makes some sense. You're not technically completing the maze, so you might not get to keep whatever you took.
It's up to you
So
whether
the
you want to take
the
that risk
unicorn
or
and the
not.
card might.
All right, that is a good point. I suppose we can do the gold path. Figure out the rest of this.
Let's do the gold.
All right. As you make your way to the gold path, we are going to pick up there next time, I think.
Okay.
Because Rebecca needs to leave soon, and this has gone on a bit. And that way I can actually prepare normally for it.
Nice. All right. On that note, good night, guys.
Good night.
Good
I
night.
agree.
What were in the two doors that didn't go to the secret passage that I found open with the button?
I don't know. You could still go there. That's an option you have not taken yet.
Forget them. We went to the secret door.
Yeah, you guys haven't left the dungeon.
Secret door beats regular door any day.
Fair. Kind of DM do you think I am?
Apparently he's
Cheeky
control.
fucker one.
The one that